The weekend is upon us, which means it's time to speak to our colleagues at Live for ideas on what to do over the next few days.
Well, let's start with the Guinness Great Grill Out, a month-long festival celebrating barbecue and Guinness.
Journalist Anjali Raguraman is here to tell us more. Hi Anjali. Now Anjali, we are midway through the festival, and this weekend Kult Yard at Pearl's Hill Terrace plays host. So what can diners expect?
Yeah, so this is the third edition of the Guinness Great Grill Out. Wow, that's a mouthful. It celebrates Guinness barbecue, as you mentioned, and this weekend on November 21st and 22nd, Kult Yard, along with the butcher called Sidecar, they're putting together this awesome deal where you can head down and have a bunch of Guinness and a bunch of barbecue dishes like slow roasted lamb and sausages and beef Guinness pie. And it's part of the activations for the festival this year. Because of the pandemic, they're doing both a virtual and physical events. So this is one of the activations that are coming up this weekend.
It's not just the physical and the virtual elements. There's also a grill-in option. So what is that? Tell us more.
Okay, yeah. So since there are no large-scale events this year, there's option to attend online masterclasses. And one of them is by Chef Shen Tan, who you might be familiar with as a private dining chef who makes modern Singaporean cuisine. And she's come up with a bunch of recipes that you can learn how to make online from the comfort of your own home. So there are things like Guinness short rib in oyster sauce, and one that I found particularly intriguing was the Guinness garam masala roasted cauliflower. So that involves taking a can of Guinness dry foreign extra stout and reducing that down to a syrup and mixing that with mayonnaise and garam masala spices and coating your cauliflower head and then roasting that in the oven. And I mean, I haven't tried it myself, but it sounds delicious.
Well, that does sound incredibly delicious. Thanks so much, Anjali. That was journalist Anjali Raguraman. If you love barbecue and Guinness, check out the Great Grill Out at Kult Yard this weekend, or you can learn how to cook Guinness-inspired recipes at home. Of course, check it all out at get.guinness.com.
Now let's move on to Kalaa Utsavam, the Esplanade's Indian Festival of Arts, which opens tomorrow. To share more is Assistant Live Editor Olivia Ho. Olivia, out of the entire lineup, what are your top 3 picks and why?
Well, this is the 19th edition of the festival, but it's also the first digital one. Like many other arts festivals in Singapore, it's had to go mostly online. So I think if I were to pick 3, I would have to go for the 3 big digital premieres. So they are premiering these 2 dance works and one Tamil festival of plays. So the 2 dance works are by Apsara Arts and Chow Productions. The Apsaras is Amara Dancing Stories of Bantusri, and it's inspired by this 10th century Khmer temple, Bantusri, which is a citadel of women. It's unlike all the other Cambodian temples, it stands out because it's got these pink sandstone walls. It's known for its very beautiful wall relief carvings of figures and scenes from Hindu epics like the Mahabharata, the Ramayana. So what's going to happen in this dance film is that they're going to bring to life these figures from these epics through dance. And then the other work is Pallavi Through Abstractions by Chow Productions. That's their Pallavi trilogy. So it's the 3rd installment. The other 2 Pallavi in Time, Pallavi with Stillness, and they've been doing this since 2016. So this is the conclusion to the trilogy. It explores the relationship of the classical dance form, Odissi, to space and time and stillness. And again, it is a film. It's in collaboration with the choreographer Raka Maitra and the filmmaker Latuyuan. And the last one is Ravindran Drama Group's annual Tamil 10-minute play festival, Pathe Nibidam. So this was founded in 2013, and this is its first debut at the festival. And it's It's got 9 10-minute plays, and they've got all sorts of subjects. I think there's one of which a taxi driver trying to change shift, but he's got this customer who needs to get home, pick up her passport. There's a queer police officer who's seeking answers from God in a locker room. All kinds of very different subject matters, but they're all said to be quite close to the heart, quite close to home. And the directors have collaborated with the local filmmaker K. Rajagopal to film the plays. K. Rajagopal, known for the award-winning film A Yellow Bird. And so, yeah, I would say these are the 3 digital premieres that you should catch.
Wow, sounds like a myriad of things to expect from the festival. Well, thank you so much, Olivia. We've been speaking to Olivia Ho, Assistant Life Editor at the Straits Times. Kalaa Utsavam is on from tomorrow until December 20th. Now, besides a few concerts at the Esplanade, you can also catch most of the performances on 6stick Live and Esplanade Offstage.
We're also going to recommend a new film for you, which is out today. Now, a few years ago, an Iraqi Special Forces team roamed the country's second most popular city, Mosul, parts of which had fallen to ISIS.
The extraordinary feats behind enemy lines were captured in a 2017 New Yorker magazine article, and that has been adapted into a movie, Mosul.
Well, film correspondent John Lui is here to delve deeper into it. Hi, John. So, in what ways does Mosul differentiate itself from other movies in this genre, the military, thriller, action movie genre, like Black Hawk Down, like American Sniper, for example?
Well, the main thing that sets it different is that it's all in Arabic. So in a lot of those films, you see it from the American point of view, so they are following American rules, and there's a lot of patriotic flag waving. This is a group of people whose lives have been affected by the war in their home city of Mosul, and they're taking commando action and doing what they can. They are kind of pirates, renegades. So you see them moving from adventure to little adventure, and it's spectacular action, if you like that kind of thing.
So on that note, is this movie for everyone or for a very specific audience?
Well, as someone who served NS, what irritates me is when I see war movies and they do the wrong thing, like when they shoot guns and they never seem to reload, or people can walk away from explosions and bullet wounds, and snipers that stick their rifle way out of the edge of a building so that they can be seen from a mile away. That kind of thing irritates me. So if you like authentic military action, then this is the film for you.
And did you like the movie, John?
It was a blast to watch. It was action-packed, and nothing in it really irritated me military-wise.
Okay. So, Olivia, do you think you're going to catch it?
Possibly, but you have to be in a very specific mindset to catch a very serious movie like that. So as soon as I, mentally prepare myself, of course, why not?
All right. Well, thank you so much, John, for joining us to share more. Now, that was film correspondent John Lui. Mosul opens today, just one of 3 ideas you can do over the weekend. Now, the Friday section in tomorrow's paper will have even more suggestions, so keep an eye out for that.